Alright, welcome again. I'm glad to have you again in this class. So today we'll be looking at how we could actually customize our footer, modify it in terms of giving it a better appearance. So this is a typical footer that we have here with a plain black background, then some later information on it. So this is the full weight of the footer. This is the about us section, just a brief extract of about the company. So these are some links, quick links that can direct you to some important pages on the site. You understand? So you can see it under services. So this is contact information. The email is okay, the two email, the phone number, and then maybe a contact form. So this link takes you to a contact form. Why this is a copyright at the last end of the site. So now this is just a plain design. I want to advance this design. So what I will do is, let me say I want to maybe add a picture on the background. So I will edit the section. So I click here to edit the section. So when you click there, you click on style and then go to background. So when you go to background, now the current background we have there is black. So I want to add an image to it. So I choose image. Okay. So when I choose image, you locate the image you want to use. So I have an image. Okay. So I want to use this image. I click on it and then insert. If you don't have the image, you now click on upload and then upload the image of your choice. So this is the image I want to insert, as you can see. So the image takes the place of the black background, but you can see that it's very shouty, and then all the inscriptions on the footer are no longer displaying very well. So what I have to do is, since I've inserted an image background, I have to overlay it with another background. So what do I mean by overlaying with another background? You come down, you click on background overlay. Now here I'll be able to add another color on, like placing it on top of this image now. So I can choose, let me say, I think black would be a very good combination. So I choose black. You can see, I believe you can see the difference. I just added black color on the picture. Now this is where you use this opacity to control how thick you want it to be or how light you want it to be. So you reduce or you increase as the case might be for you. You understand me? So you can see the difference. At least it looks more presentable now than when it was just a plain black. So this is how you can be able to add pictures to the background of your work. So if you can see now, even if I view on mobile view now, this is the mobile view. So now it's appearing over and over again. The picture is appearing over and over again because it was set for, if you come here, go back, let's go back to the background. This is the background. So the background was set on desktop view. Mind you, anything you set on desktop view affects both tablet and then mobile view. But if I go on mobile view and then make a settings, now anything I set here now will only affect the mobile view. Likewise, if I come to the tablet view and make any settings now, it will only affect the tablet view. But if I'm on desktop and then make any change, it affects the three views. You understand? So now the reason why we have this now is that the position of this image is center to center. You can change if you want to change. Now the size is set to contain. When it means contain is that it can duplicate itself multiple times, but there will be no space on left. There will be no space left in the entire background. You understand me? So if I place it for cover, you can see how the cover looks, and this is how the cover looks on mobile. you can see that the whole image will be shrinked in a way that it would have to cover everything once. So that's why many a times we just allow it to contain, so that when it contains, it can be able to split itself. You can see it is splitting itself until the end of the work. You understand me? So that is just the difference between the contain and then the cover. You understand? So I've been able to add a very nice background to this now. If someone looks at this now, it looks very, very okay. So this is the copyright. In the class when I taught about footer, I told you how you could actually come about this too. Now there are some other design. Maybe I want to still further design this. Okay, so I can come back to edit section. So back to edit section, you can, if you scroll down, you will see shape divider. Or before I get to that, we have a lot of things here. This is a wrapper link. If you want to wrap everything here to a link, this is particles. You can enable particles on your background depending on what you want. You can see the moving particles. So these are moving particles all over the footer. You can see it moving gradually. So now this is a slider. If you don't want to have a particular image, you can select lots of images, you understand, and then make it to become a slider for your footer. So it's several styles. So for instance, I can select okay, let me select some few images. Okay, so I create gallery and then I insert a gallery. Now these are the pictures I have here. So now you choose the style. You can see them, it is coming up now. You can see it's running like a slide now. So this is the size which you want them. So the size is set automatically for this. Now the transition, how you want it. Do you want it to fade in? Do you want it to fly? Do you want it to zoom in? Do you want it to slide up? Whichever way you want it, that is what you are going to set there. Now the custom overlay is where you put an overlay. So this is a style key. There are several style keys here you can choose from depending on you. Now the cover, do you want it to cover the entire page? If it is true, it will cover everything in this footer section. But if it is false, it will become contain. I've explained the difference between cover and contain to you. So you can see this is how it will be changing. This is the slideshow. So this is the time. You set your time here for it if you want. Then, like I said, you can add an overlay here. You understand me? So depending on you. So but this is not what I want, so I'm going to delete all of them. Yeah, then I delete. So that is what the slider is used for. So both the background slider and then the animated slider does that too. Now I go to shape divider. I want to show you something. Now this is the top. There are some sites you see that the footer are structured in a way at the top level. You can also use this shape divider in some other designs too. Like I will show you where I use them too. So now I can come here and then I say drops. This is for the top. Now see what happens to our work here. Now you can see what the drops are. This is what I just chose now. This is the effect on the work. So there are a lot of things. I can choose maybe a book, so it gives us like a shape of a book. You understand me? So you can choose zigzag. It gives you exactly what you want. You understand me? So you set the width here and the height here. You can as well bring to front, and then anyhow you want it, that is how you get it. You can set cloud. This is cloud now. You understand? So with this now, you can just proceed to customize anything you want to put. You can flip, you can invert it, and then you can bring it to the front. Now let me show you this. So I'm trying to show you one of the designs I use shape divider to make, so that you can see how it looks. Okay, so this is our website. You can see the modification we recently did on it. The one I just showed you how to go about it. So this is the new header we had. Yeah. So now this work you see here now, you see the shape, how it was carved. It was done with that shape divider. You can see this is that book, the book shape I showed you. This also was done with the shape divider. So let me reduce the size so that you can see it better. So this is it, depending on what you want. You understand me? So we're able to achieve this. You can see how neatly it was cut using what? The shape divider. You understand? And then we added the image you see on the background. The design you see on the background is an image. We added an image with what? An overlay of black background. You understand? So that is what we just did to achieve this. So both here too, you can see images at the background. Those images were added using the same approach I just gave to you. Same thing here. So when you add image to your background, it goes a long way. You can see this here, so you can see the image of the background. It goes a long way to beautify your work too. You understand? So that is what we use this shape to for. It has the bottom one too, so you can also set that of the bottom. So let me say for the bottom I want tilt. You can see. So depending on you, any design, any shape you want, you can as well pick it up. You understand? But make sure it does not affect your work. So like this now, you can see it is already covering Obitech, the copyright here. So what I'll do is I'll go to my advanced, and when I get to my advanced, I will have to go back to edit section, and you get back, go to advanced. Under the advanced section now, we have to work on the margins. Both you can see I'm working on the bottom now. You can see it's gradually reducing. So now this thing is running automatically for all of them. That is why I'm having this complication. So to remove it, you click here. Now for bottom, I can add maybe 50 to my bottom. You understand? So when I add more 50 to my bottom, you can see this is what we have before. So I just added 50. Let me make it 70. You can see if you make it 90,